Hello people, and today we are going to be taking a look at yet another device that probably isn't going to be very good, but I bought it anyway because I'm an idiot. Yes, the thing that we're going to take a look at today is the PvP Station Lite 2000, and you probably won't be able to read that, so I'll dim the room a bit. Okay, that should be a minor improvement. Okay, now that we've got lighting out of the way, let's take a look at the box itself. Yes, we have Crash Bandicoot for whatever reason. I somehow doubt he actually appears in any of the games. I would be kind of surprised if he did. As you can see, the system is quite obviously a rip-off of the PSP, at least in design. You might be thinking this is one of those stupid pop station things where they have a few LED games or LCD or whatever they're called, and they're not very good, and Ashens reviews them and makes fun of them. But I don't play them because, meh, what's the point? I mean, at least this thing might have some interesting games on, as you will see. Yes, according to Crash, it is the brighter big screen, and it is backlit, in case you're wondering. As you can see, the games, we have, I think that says 888,000 built in, and 666,000 in a card. I presume in cartridge, but whatever. Which theoretically means that you would get 1,554,000, I think. I don't know, I can't be bothered to do the math properly. But yes, turn around a couple of characters which are probably ripped from Crash Bandicoot, although I haven't played the series in bloody ages. And if we turn here, you can see screenshots from a few of the games which are presumably included. I mean, we have some sort of motorcycle game where half the road is missing, Mitsumi Gatoru, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Double Dragon 3, I would prefer the first two myself, but that's just me, and I think that's a Jungle Book, isn't it? With like a sprite hack or something. And yes, as you can see, as I hope you can see, I mean, I did record this about a week and a half ago, but it was so blurry you couldn't really read the stuff on the box. But yes, super big screen, super more joy, super more games. They really are fans of the word super, aren't they? Yes, there's the digital game system, 2.7-inch coloured digital crystal screen. It's not very big, quite frankly. I think the DS had a bigger screen. Digital multi-platform device, not entirely sure if that's true or not. I'll explain why that is in a future video. In fact, no, I'll probably explain it now. For those of you who don't know, there was a system released a few years ago called the One Station, and you can, I'll just put an annotation link here in case you want to read more on that. But to cut a long story short, it was basically a system that was theoretically capable of playing any video game that could be emulated. Of course, this was not the case just because. And it ran a few different systems. It ran Famicom NES, Mega Drive, and I believe some sort of proprietary system called the One Bus, a couple of variants of it, the BT03 and BT168, which I don't expect you to know what those are, because there's some weird proprietary formats, like I said. Not going to go into more detail about that. You can read about it if you want, and it would take too much time in this video. Anyway, reading the box some more. TV out function for use with play on TV. What? That's just stupid. Like, did they have to really say it twice? I got you the first time, you stupid box. With powerful superchargeable battery. Oh no, with powerful rechargeable battery pack. I need some new glasses. Yeah, it does have some sort of lithium battery which can recharge with an AC adapter, I believe. Compact and super value. Well, I believe that's subjective. In the box you get a game console, an AV cable, which, well, I hope there's more than one. Lithium batteries available, which is naughty because there's only one, and the manual, because we always love laughing at those, don't we? In fact, I can't be bothered to read the rest of the box, let's just go to the manual. Yes, the PvP Station Lite user's manual. I have to read this from really far away because the autofocus on the camera doesn't work properly when I'm doing when I'm recording video. I haven't got a clue what that is. Thank you, thanks for purchasing PvP Station Lite. PvP Station Lite, product designed for many hours of game playing fun. This product is small and portable, so you can take it anywhere. Please read the following contents prior to connecting plug and play to ensure proper use and care, or rather don't, if you know how to use a video game system. Yes, I took all the stuff out of the box, as you might have noticed, and I just dropped something great. Here, in a bit, you'll be able to see. Here are the AV cables, red and yellow. There's no white cable, so it's just mono sound on the actual console and through the TV. And this is the wire that connects into the console for the AV cable thing. Bit odd that. Here is the thing used to charge the batteries with. Haven't tested it, so I can't really say if it works or not. Here is the multi-cart that you get with it, and as you can see, it actually says one station on it, hence why I assume this is a one station console. Digital Crystal SP, not really sure what that means, and it has some sort of letters and numbers at the bottom which don't really seem to make much sense. Over there it says 666,001. The major problem with this multi-cart is that I could not get it to work. I'm not entirely sure if the cartridge itself is defective or if the console itself is just incompatible with one station carts. But again, that would raise the question, why did they put it in there in the first place? Anyway, here is the unit itself. As you can see, it looks a lot like a PSP, really. And they didn't really put much effort into not making it look like one. As you can see, there's a bubble on the screen, which is not good. They shouldn't really be there. X, circle, triangle, square, and I got the last two in the wrong order. Great. Good to show that my geometry classes haven't really helped me much. But yes, it's worth pointing out the X works as the A button and the circle works as the B button, which essentially means that the controls are reversed, which is kind of annoying, as I'll explain later. The D-pad, you've always got to have one of those with a game console. Here is the cartridge slot. Here is a little thing to switch it on. Here is where the AV cable goes to, and maybe the recharger. No, not the recharger. The recharge thing somewhere at the bottom, I think. If you turn it around, you get this nice little disc thing which doesn't do anything, and a little sticker which I can't read. Yes, great. And it also came in this nice little bag, so you can hide it in, because you don't want people to know that you're carrying this thing around with you. Yes, anyway, I'll see you in part 2 where I go over the built-in games, because I can't actually play the other ones.